Welcome back to Varna and the 2026 European Championships of Rhythmic Gymnastics. We are inside the Sports Palace in this beautiful Black Sea port city and halfway through the junior individual qualification of day one of what will be 5 days of rhythmic gymnastics action here in Bulgaria. My name is Blythe Lawrence, and it is lovely to be able to accompany you through this session of qualification. My colleague Ollie Hogben took you through sets A and B this morning, and along with venue announcer Joanna Angelova, I will be seeing you through sets C and D and the conclusion of the junior team competition here tonight. In the lead so far, a trio of rising gymnasts from the host nation. The perennial powerhouse that is Bulgaria competed this morning. They were formidable, with Siana Alekova, Dea Emilova, and Alexandra Petrova combining over the four apparatus for a total of 102.25 points. That has set the standard. It is what everyone is going to be chasing in the next two sets. Here in this set C, we'll be hearing from Estonia, from Great Britain and Israel and Armenia, as well as Georgia, Turkey, Switzerland, San Marino, Czechia, and Russia. In second place, just behind Bulgaria, is Ukraine, while Spain is in provisional bronze medal position. That said, there is a lot of room, 6 whole points or so worth, for someone else to come up between second and third right now. So we're going to wait and see what this afternoon session reserves for us. Leading the way with each apparatus so far, Siana Alekova of Bulgaria with the hoop. Her teammate Dea Emilova was the best with clubs and ribbon at the halfway point, and Varvara Chubarova of Ukraine turned in the best number with the ball. So the picture of who is going to make the apparatus finals is beginning to come into focus, but we will be paying close attention to several of the gymnasts in sets C and D. For those of you watching on at home, scores that are in the 25-26 point range are numbers that are likely to fill out that top 8. We will start off this session with a 14-year-old from Tallinn. Taking to the carpet now, Antonina Levtsenko. She begins with the hoop. This is the only apparatus that she will be performing with here. wasn't that a poised opening performance for a 14-year-old, Antonina Levtsenko of Estonia? There were many enjoyable things about that exercise. Clearly, her fundamentals, the founding, the grounding that she has had in classical ballet show through. Her releve is just excellent. And above that, there was a calmness with which she navigated through this routine, taking all of the tosses and catches one at a time and looking totally in control throughout the exercise. Levtsenko is the Estonian junior champion in the all-around competition.
Representing Great Britain, please welcome Onofriichuk.
We will continue on with the first gymnast from Great Britain to take to the carpet today. Here in her first major international competition is 15-year-old Rosie Dayton. She begins with the ball. There was a very complex and well-handled risk right at the end of that ball routine by Rosie Dayton of Great Britain. This is her first time at a European Championships, but she did do the Portimao International Tournament early in this year, as well as the Aphrodite Cup in Greece. Meanwhile, the score for Antonina Levtsenko with the hoop is 23.85. Good start for Estonia. Next out on to the carpet, the first of three competitors we will see today from Israel. This is 14-year-old Maria Miachina, and she begins with the clubs.
I'm gonna lure you into the dark. My cold desire to hear the boom, boom, boom of your heart. The danger is I'm dangerous, and I might just tear you apart. Oh, oh, oh.
What a poised first performance from Marianna of Israel. It's a routine that's just great entertainment. And she slips into this character, this persona filled with attitude so well. Meanwhile, the score for Rosie Dayton of Great Britain with the ball, 20.0. To go back to that routine by Marianna, there was a wonderful difficulty where she actually traps the club with her front foot while doing a front walkover. That is something that we are just beginning to see being popularized really by not just the Israeli juniors, but the Israeli seniors. Great looking move. We are ready for our first performance of this set C with the ribbon. And it comes from this 15-year-old gymnast representing Armenia. Here is Victoria Arutinyan.
Je suis le vide, je suis le saut, je suis l'envol, je suis la rime. Et s'il le faut, je serai l'idole de ce qui m'arrive. Pour donner de la force à maîtriser les défauts comme les qualités, je vais les aimer, les accepter, les amadouer, les assumer. Voilà, je n'ai pas d'un moment qu'on me dise comment faire en amour. Depuis que j'essaye d'en faire le tour, je cours à nos folies, nos rêves, nos chances. C'est l'heure de nos envies. Quel rêve, quelle danse sur nos peurs, à nos folies, nos rêves, nos chances. C'est l'heure de nos envies. Quel rêve, quelle danse sur nos peurs. Peur de s'éteindre, de se tordre et de s'attendre. Peur de faire bien comme il faut, comme ils font, sans défaut, sans raison. Pendant que j'entends du fond gronder nos folies, nos rêves, nos chances. C'est l'heure de nos envies. Et quel rêve, et quelle danse sur nos peurs, à nos folies, nos rêves, nos chances. C'est l'heure de nos envies. Et quel rêve, et quelle danse sur nos peurs.
The sole performance here in Varna by Victoria Arutinyan of Armenia is complete. We have a score as well for Marianna with the clubs, and it's a very good one, 26.55. That is the best of the day so far with the clubs. And so just 4 gymnasts into this set C, and the leaderboard already changing. To go back to that routine by Arutinyan with the ribbon, it was so interesting, especially to see real intelligence demonstrated with the apparatus. There was a risk early on in the routine that she got straight under control after a small error. Very nice to see her thinking on her feet like that. We return to the hoop competition now, and a look at a young gymnast from Georgia. Here is Elene Bakradze. Elena Bakradze of Georgia, the champion with this apparatus at the Pajava Cup just last week in her hometown of Tbilisi. The Pajava Cup, of course, named for the excellent Georgian gymnast. But we'll get back to that in a little bit because the score is in for Victoria Arutian, 19.150 with the ribbon. As we were saying, the Pajava Cup named for the great Salome Pajava, the two-time Olympian from Georgia.
Please welcome Selen Cancu.
We'll turn it now with the ball to Turkey. This is 15-year-old Selen Camca, the first of two routines. Selen Camca of Turkey. There are going to be a lot of people watching the Turkish gymnasts closely this week, given what has happened at the senior level in that nation. But back to that in just a second. We have a score from Elena Bakradze of Georgia. With the hoop, she scores at 23.95. Impressive difficulty in that exercise. The first of three Swiss performers we will see here is Lily Benko, a 14-year-old in her first major international competition.
Hear them whispering French and German, Dutch, Italian and Latin. When no one's looking, I touch a sculpture marble, cold and soft as satin. But the most special are the most lonely. They forgot how to sing, how to sing. Masterpieces serving maximum sentences. It's their own fault for being timeless. There's a price to pay and a consequence. All galleries and museums. Here's a ticket, welcome to the tombs. They're just public mausoleums. The living dead fill every room. But the most special are the most lonely. God, I pity the violence. In glass coffins, they keep coughing. They forgot how to sing.
Lilybenko of Switzerland, welcome to major international competition. It's very interesting. There was a nod at the beginning of her music, actually, to the languages of Switzerland, French, Swiss German, and Italian, sung in English. Lilybenko lives and trains in the canton or county of Vaud in the region of Geneva. Meanwhile, the score for Selin Jamja of Turkey, 22.2 with the ball. So that's a fine start for her and for her country. The rhythmic gymnastics world has been buzzing about her senior teammate, Hatice Gökçiş Emirş, who made history for Turkey at the World Challenge Cup in Portimao just a couple weekends ago. She won a medal, and it was the first medal for Turkey in World Cup or World Challenge Cup competition in rhythmic gymnastics. San Marino now. And we begin with 15-year-old Sara Ciccioli, who will be performing with the ribbon. A very good ending to that exercise from Sara Ciccioli of San Marino. Risky business with the dynamic element with rotation, throwing the ribbon stick into the air, executing pivots and rotations under the flight of the apparatus, and then re-grabbing the stick right to make sure that she has control with it at the end of the exercise. This is a routine that she is familiar with doing in big international competition. She did compete at the Junior World Championships in Sofia last year with this piece. We are still waiting for the score of Lilybenko of Switzerland, who began with the clubs. In just a moment, we will turn to Czechia, where we will be seeing Sabina Šebelova. And here is the score for Lilybenko of Switzerland. 11th place with 22.1 for that club's routine. And the score for Sara Ciccioli, 21.95. We move back to the hoop now, and the 15-year-old from Brno. This is Sabina Shebelova. The music is called Unstoppable, the gymnast Sabina Shebelova of Czechia. And that is a fine start for both her and her nation at this European Championships. This is her second time at the European Championships, competing in the junior division. She was in Tallinn last year, and there she did only the ball. So this already an evolution for Shebelova.
We bowl, representing Russia. Please welcome Eva Chestaeva.
Next up, a young woman making her international debut at this competition with the ball. Now on the carpet, 15-year-old Eva Chevtaeva of Russia. Eva Chevtaeva with the ball. There was one moment close to the end of the exercise where she did momentarily lose control of the apparatus. It's not going to be a huge deduction because she did not have to take steps in order to retrieve it. The score for Sabina Shebelova of Czechia with the hoop, 22.75. And so we will see if that maintains her in 8th place. If the competition ended right now, she would go into the apparatus final. And this is not just a team competition, we remind you. It is also qualification into the apparatus finals. The top 8 with the hoop, clubs, ball, and ribbon will compete later this week for the title of Junior European Champion with each of the handheld apparatus. Many of the gymnasts in this competition are here just doing 1 or 2 routines. And the score for Eva Chevtaeva is 24.2, and that's good enough for 4th place right now. This our first look at the second Estonian performer. She'll be performing only with the ball. It's Kristina Yegorova.
Toi l'homme de ma vie, t'es où? Toi qui m'aimeras toute ta vie, t'es où? Toi qui ne me lâcheras jamais, je t'attends depuis toujours. Toi mon âme sœur, mon amour, t'es où? Toi mon unique, mon tout, t'es où? Toi qui ne m'abandonneras plus, t'es où? Je te cherche, je ne te vois pas, t'es où? J'ai tellement besoin de toi, t'es où? Je ne tiendrai pas sans toi, t'es où? Juste un signe de toi, un seul, t'es où? Dois-je attendre combien de temps? Je sais que toi et moi, ce sera pour l'éternité. T'es où? Je meurs lentement sans toi. T'es où? Je ne m'en remettrai pas. T'es où? Je ne peux plus vivre sans toi. Je veux vivre dans tes bras, que nos corps ne se lâchent pas. T'es où? Toi mon autre, ma moitié. T'es où? Mon soleil, mon apogée. T'es où? Ne me laisse pas seul encore. T'es où? J'ai besoin de toi si fort. T'es où? Toi l'homme de ma vie. T'es où? Toi qui m'aimeras toute ta vie. T'es où? Toi qui ne me lâcheras jamais. Je t'attends depuis toujours. Toi mon âme sœur, mon amour. T'es où? Je te cherche, je ne te vois pas. T'es où?
Kristina Yegorova of Estonia. Such delicacy in that routine with the ball, and the song Teu, Where Are You? Just adds to the effect. Yegorova is the first gymnast that we see in this set who actually has Junior European Championship medals, as we have a look at the second rotation order here in the third of 4 sets today in Varna. Kristina Yegorova was part of actually the group that won the 5 hoops bronze last year in Tallinn. They were also 4th in the team competition, so she's moved out of the group and is now competing as an individual. To an intriguing young competitor from Great Britain. Now on the carpet, Malika Ozcan, the 15-year-old.
dentro me, come to me. La Cleopatra.
Performing to Effendi's Cleopatra, Malika Ozgen of Great Britain. She's somebody who will be comfortable competing in Bulgaria, as she did the Sofia Cup last year. The score for Kristina Yegorova of Estonia, 23 with the ball. That is good enough to put her into the final provisionally with that apparatus. Ball, the only piece that Yegorova will be competing here in Varna. We will see Malika Ozgen again, however, with the hoop in the rotation after next.
Representing Israel, West Ribbon, let us welcome Alice Rosenberg.
We return now to Israel and Alice Rosenberg. In her first major international competition, she is beginning with the ribbon.
What good is melody? What good is music if it ain't saying something sweet?
What good is melody? What good is music? There's something else to make the tune complete. Don't be nothing. It ain't got that sweet.
It says so much for this young woman that she was able to remain so composed throughout this exercise after making a mistake in the opening moments of the routine. And then there were a few other things that didn't quite go as planned, but she kept on going. She finished well. That's a nice number for Malika Ozgen of Great Britain, 22.75 with the clubs. That will put her just outside of the apparatus final, unfortunately. But for Great Britain's chances, that's a good number.
С обручului представитель Armenia, representing Armenia with gold. Please welcome Sofia Marianna.
Next up with the hoop, a 13-year-old from Armenia, one of the youngest in this competition. This is Sofia Bulian.
Ah
dos, tres y...
Wasn't that good entertainment by Sofia Bulian from Armenia to the soundtrack of The Lion King? The score for Alice Rosenberg with the ribbon, 21.0. Don't forget that Israel carried in a 26.55, the top number with the clubs from Maria Miachina just one rotation ago. So we will see what that does for Israel's team chances. Still to come for them, Rebecca Miller, who will be performing with the hoop, and we will see Alice Rosenberg again with the ball.
Sestopka with ball, representing Georgia or Georgia. Please welcome Nita Yamadidze.
Representing Georgia and performing now with the ball, the Tbilisi-based Nita Yamagidze. Highly experienced competitor. To the lovely score of the 1960s film Romeo.
Class. From Turkey, please welcome Selen Çocuk.
We saw her with the ball only moments ago. Here she is once more with the clubs. The second routine now for Selin Camca of Turkey. A powerful look at the end of that exercise by Selin Jamja.
Representing Switzerland, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tamila Maruchak.
The big goal for the Swiss gymnasts here is to be top 25 in the team competition. This is a routine that could help performing now with the ribbon, Tamila Maruchak of Switzerland.
Una notte a Napoli, con la luna e il mare, ho incontrato un angelo che non poteva più volare. Una notte a Napoli, delle stelle si scordò e anche senza ali in cielo mi portò. Con lui volando oltre le nuvole, pazza d'amore come le lucciole. Quanto tempo, quanti giorni, carezze infinite. Quando ami, amore scompare, la danza finirà. Una notte a Napoli, con la luna e il mare, ho incontrato un angelo che non poteva più volare. Una notte a Napoli, e le stelle si scordò e anche senza ali in cielo mi portò, in cielo mi portò, in cielo mi portò.
Tamila Maruchak of Switzerland. She comes from Zurich, team bronze.
From San Marino, please welcome Sara Cecoli.
Back to San Marino now, and Sara Cecoli with her hoop routine. In the last rotation, she had 21.95 with the ball. '15-year-old Sara Cecoli of San Marino performing with the hoop. She comes from Borgo Maggiore, which is one of the 9 castelli or boroughs of San Marino. And we have a score for Tamila Maruchak of Switzerland, 22.6 with the ribbon. And at this point, that is also good enough for the apparatus final.
Representing Czechia with bow, please welcome Kristina Solikova.
You are looking at the junior all-around national champion of Czechia, performing first with the ball Kristina Slavikova, a 14-year-old from Brno.
Mi guitarra hincha canción, cansadita del camino, cansadita del camino. Mi guitarra hincha canción, cansadita del camino. Mi guitarra hincha canción, cansadita del camino, cansadita del camino, dañadita de polvo, salpicones del vino, dañadita de polvo. Del vino. Ella ya como por Dios cerro, yo voy haciendo camino, yo voy haciendo camino. Sé por qué te quiero, Carmen, dímelo tú, prima, disfruta tu castigo. Si agua, viento y la luna, fuego, aire y tu pelo, tú saca y bonito. Te quiero.
Excellent routine that by Kristina Slavikova of Czechia. It's interesting to see the Spanish style, that very staccato way of dancing and presenting oneself done with the ball. Normally that's reserved for the clubs. She makes it work well. The score 20.15 with the hoop for Sara Cekuli. And I must apologize because I said that she'd scored 21.95 with the ball. Actually, Sara Cekuli did that with the ribbon. Cekuli performing hoop and ribbon here in Varna. And her teammate Ludovica Vanoni, who we will see coming up in a few minutes' time, will take San Marino through the ball and the clubs.
With class from Russia, please welcome Ksenia Savikova.
We turn now to a most intriguing young gymnast. She won hoop and ball gold at the Junior European Cup in Baku just a month ago. Starting off with the clubs here, Ksenia Savinova of Russia. It's a routine that takes you on a journey, this one. Ksenia Savinova. This is the 14-year-old's first time at the European Championships. But again, she was so impressive at the European Cup earlier this month in Azerbaijan. We have a score in for Kristina Slavikova of Czechia, 22.8. Returning to Savinova's club's routine, there was a drop of the apparatus, and the deduction that she will receive is related to how many steps she had to take to retrieve that club that went wayward. Still, for somebody who is just 14 years old, the difficulty that is woven into that exercise is really quite something. In just a moment, we will go back up to the top of the order, where we will be seeing the third of Estonia's 3 competitors here. The gymnast set to perform for Estonia, Alexandra Ivanenko. We will see her with both the clubs and the ribbon coming up. Interesting about Ivanenko, like Kristina Yegorova, whom we saw for Estonia in the last rotation, she too was in the group that won the bronze medal with the 5 hoops in Tallinn a year ago. And so we have gymnasts from Estonia who are rotating in and out of the group. Often it's the individuals that later on, as they get older, go into the group, but sometimes it is those who start in a group and really distinguish themselves individually and are able to begin individual careers. All that is to say, it works both ways in rhythmic gymnastics. And the score for Ksenia Savinova, 23.75 with the clubs. And 7th place at this point. Here is the junior from Estonia, Alexandra Ivanenko. Performing to Lady Gaga's Abracadabra, Alexandra Ivanenko of Estonia. Ivanenko already massively experienced, a 5-time junior national champion in Estonia. And in the city of Tallinn, she has won the city title 3 times. In addition, just last month, she took first place at the Estonian Cup. Meanwhile, as you can see on the big screen in the arena, there has been an inquiry to the difficulty score of Ksenia Savinova with the clubs. So what this means for Savinova is her team has a question both about the calculation of the apparatus difficulty, essentially the tosses and catches of the apparatus in the routine, as well as the body difficulty, which is the turns and leaps and pivots that she did with the apparatus. We'll keep you abreast on what is going on with the inquiry, but in the meantime, we will move on with the competition. Here is a young gymnast from Great Britain. She'll be performing with the ribbon as her only apparatus here. It's Imogen Coslet, 15 years old, from Wales.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I can see you from behind. You can hear me in your mind. Run so fast as you can go. Time will catch you before you know. Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I am you.
There's a lot of difficulty in that exercise from Imogen Coslet. She won silver with this apparatus at the British Open Apparatus Championships in Newcastle at the end of last month. The young woman who trains at Llanelli Rhythmic Gymnastics Academy. Meanwhile, the score is in for Alexandra Ivanenko of Estonia. It is a very good 21.4 for the young Estonian competitor with the clubs.
This is obruch with who representing Israel. Please welcome Rebecca Miller.
To the third of the three young Israeli gymnasts here. 14-year-old Rebecca Miller is now on the carpet with the hoop. This is the only display that we will be seeing from her here in Varna.
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? In here, they've got a little tree. How queer! And who would ever think? And why? They're covering it with tiny little things. They've got electric lights on strings, and there's a smile on everyone. So now correct me if I'm wrong. This looks like fun. This looks like fun. Oh, could it be? I got my wish. What's this? Oh my, what now? The children are asleep. But look, there's nothing underneath. No ghouls, no witches here to scream and scare them or ensnare them. Only little cozy things secure inside their dreamland. everywhere and all around. I've never felt so good before. This empty place inside of me is filling up. Oh, what is this place that I have found? What is this?
That's great fun from Rebecca Miller with the hoop. She is somebody who has generated quite a lot of buzz of late in European circles. She made the finals with this apparatus as well as with the clubs at the Junior European Cup in Azerbaijan. The score for Imogen Kozlet, by the way, 21.3 with the ribbon. That routine by Rebecca Miller has one of the only Raffaelli turns that we have seen so far in Set C. She also had very nice amplitude on her leaps. And one of the other highlights of that exercise, the lovely penché pivot. Preparing now for her performance with the ball. The only piece we will see from her here in Varna is Armenia's Nelly Sagatelian, a 15-year-old. This routine styled by her sister Arina.
Se dice que soy fea, que camino a lo malevo, que soy chueca, que me muevo con un aire compadrón, que parezco un dinosaurio, mi nariz es puntiaguda, la figura no me ayuda y mi boca es un buzón. Si charlo con Luis, con Pedro, con Juan, hablando de mí, los hombres están, critican si ya la línea perdí, se fijan si voy, si vengo o si fui. Se dicen muchas cosas, más si el bulto no interesa, porque pierden la cabeza ocupándose de mí. Yo sé que hay muchos que desprecian con mentiras y suspiran y se mueren cuando piensan en mi amor. Y más de uno se derrite si suspiro y se quedan si los miro resoplando con temor. Si fea soy, pongámosle que de eso ya yo me enteré. Más la fealdad que Dios me dio, mucha mujer me la envidió y no dirán que me creí porque modesta siempre fui. Yo soy así. Ocultan que yo tengo unos ojos soñadores, además otros primores que producen sensación. Si soy fea sé que en cambio tengo un cutis de muñeca. Los que dicen que soy chueca no me han visto en camisón. Los hombres de mí critican la voz, el modo de andar, la pinta, la tos.
That's a performance that is just dripping with style. Nelly Sagatelian of Armenia. Remember the name of this young gymnast. She actually started rhythmic gymnastics when at school she saw a girl who was playing with a ribbon on the playground and thought, gee, that looks interesting. The score for Rebecca Miller is amazing. 26.1 for that exercise with the hoop. Into first place she goes, and that assuredly will make the apparatus final. Meanwhile, the inquiry for Ksenia Savinova has been rejected. Both the apparatus difficulty and the body difficulty remain unchanged.
Представителката на Грузия с бухалки from Georgia with class. Please welcome Nita Yamadidze.
Performing next with the clubs representing Georgia, 14-year-old Nita Yamagidze after 25.05 with the ball. What a display by Nita Jamagidze of Georgia. Every now and again, you can see flashes of the style that made Salome Pajava so distinctive. It's very clear who this gymnast watched when she was coming up as a young girl. And the pivots with the foot at horizontal there were just amazing. Meanwhile, it's 22.35 for Nelly Sagatelian with the ball.
Suspector, with ribbon from Turkey, please welcome Ada Kaplan.
This is our first opportunity to take a look at Ada Kaplan of Turkey, who will be beginning her quest for apparatus finals with the ribbon. A difficult end after a very successful routine with the ribbon by Ada Kaplan of Turkey. She distinguishes herself by, right at the beginning of that exercise, doing a very nice back scale pivot, something we don't see much at all. Oh, that is a terrific score for Nita Yamagidze of Georgia. She takes the lead with the clubs with 26.7.
With 4 from Switzerland, please welcome Sofia Sari.
Here is the third Swiss gymnast of their contingent, performing only with the hoop here. This is 14-year-old Sofia Sari, who, like Lily Benko, lives and trains in the Canton de Vaud. right to the beat of the music. Sofia Sari of Switzerland. And with that, her team contribution has been made. The score for Ada Kaplan of Turkey, 20.5 with the ribbon. We will see her again with the hoop in the next rotation. In just a moment, we will have a look at the second competitor from San Marino, Ludovica Vanoni. She is going to start off with the ball. It's an apparatus that's very good for her. She has been a ball champion in several smaller international competitions, but this is her first time at the European Championships. Next, onto the carpet with the ball, Ludovica Vanoni of San Marino. Such clean, disciplined work by Ludovica Vanoni with the ball. You can see why it has won her gold medals at international competitions before. Just to update you on the apparatus standings at the moment, Rebecca Miller of Israel leading the way with the hoop. Nida Yamagidze with 25.05 moving into first place with the ball. And with the clubs as well, it's Yamagidze of Georgia, 26.7 her score. So we are watching a real Georgian resurgence on day one of competition here in Varna. But with the ribbon, nobody has been able to top Dea Emilova of Bulgaria. 26.8 was her score in an earlier set. Next onto the carpet will be Kristina Slavikova of Czechia, a gymnast with some very sharp work that she showed with the ball. There was a very memorable dynamic balance, among other things. And the score for Sofia Sari of Switzerland with the hoop 21.65. Now to Czechia's Kristina Slavikova, performing with the clubs. Once more, really distinctive style from Kristina Slavikova, this time with the clubs. Great flexibility in many of her elements, and also a beautiful series of fouette pivots with the leg at horizontal. One competitor still remains in this third rotation of Set C.
Suspender with ribbon from Russia. Please welcome Marianna Zykina.
Performing now with the ribbon, here is 15-year-old Yana Zykina. exercise with a real sense of the epic. This ribbon routine by Jana Zajkina. She did have two big problems. The first came when she went out of bounds with both her body and the apparatus, so she's going to lose 0.6 of a point for that. There was a drop later on as well. Catching up with the score for Ludovica Venoni of San Marino, 21.75 with the ball. So all that we are missing is Jana Zajkina's score with the ribbon, and then we will move once more to the top of the start list in set C. There have been changes to the leaderboard, courtesy of a few of the gymnasts here. There's been a real breakout performance by Nita Jamagidze of Georgia. She's performed with the ball in the clubs, and what do you know? She leads the way with both apparatus. Currently in second place right now with the clubs is Maria Miachina of Israel. 26.55 was her score. She performed in the first rotation. And there are several others in this set who are just on the cusp of making apparatus finals, down in 7th or 8th place at the moment. We still have one set to go. And in that set, we will see several notable nations, the likes of Cyprus, of Germany, of Hungary, of Italy. So much still to come. There's a lot still to play for. The team competition at these Junior European Championships, as well as entry into the apparatus finals at stake here. Here once more is the score for Kristina Slavica of Czechia with the clubs. That number 20.9. And here is the order for set 4, rotation 4. Once more, we will begin with Alexandra Ivanenko of Estonia. She brought us 21.4 with the clubs. Estonia's other efforts, we saw 23.85 with the hoop from Antonina Levtsenko.
Representing Estonia with ribbon, let us welcome Alexandra Ivanenko.
Meanwhile, the score for Jana Zajkina quickly with the ribbon, 23.1. Back on the carpet for her second routine now, Estonia's Alexandra Ivanenko. This time, she performs with the ribbon.
White shirt, now red, my bloody nose sleeping. You're on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so criminal. So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy. Just I'm only good at being led. I like it when you take control, even if you. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
A take on Billie Eilish for Alexandra Ivanenko of Estonia. Some very nice sequences in that routine by Ivanenko. One slight risk that didn't seem to come off towards the opening end of the exercise. But apart from that, she really showed the quality that she has with this apparatus.
This is Orange from Great Britain. Please welcome Marianna.
Back on the carpet, representing Great Britain now, Malika Ozgen. The 15-year-old already showed us a club's routine. Here she is with the hoop. Malika Ozgen of Great Britain makes a real impression on the carpet. She is part of the new generation of British gymnasts coming through now, following in the footsteps of Marfa Ekimova. The score for Alexandra Ivanenko of Estonia, 22.5 with the ribbon. And that places her just outside of the apparatus final. What an effort that routine was. To return to Malika Ozgen for a second, hoop is an excellent apparatus for her. Last year she won silver with the piece at the international tournament in Portimao.
Please welcome Alice Rosenberg.
Now this is going to be very interesting. Alice Rosenberg of Israel began her day by showing us a 21.0 with the ribbon. It wasn't the routine that she was hoping for. Now, however, she has a second chance to put up a very good number with the ball. Let's see what she does with it. that a much stronger effort by Alice Rosenberg of Israel with the ball. Gymnasts from her nation do tend to emphasize the difficulty, even when they are young. And let us remember that Alice Rosenberg is just still 15 years old. The score for Malika Ozyan with the hoop, 22.85, ever so close to making the top 8 with that. And she's been very consistent, having scored 22.75 with the clubs for her Lady Gaga Cleopatra routine earlier on. Excuse me, that's not actually by Lady Gaga, by Effendi, if I am not mistaken. And we'll just remind you of the top 3 in the team competition at the moment. Bulgaria leading the way, followed by Ukraine, Spain, and France. But the team scores will start to be complete here in the 4th rotation. Now, performing with the clubs representing Armenia, here is Yeva Mikhelyan.
Soy María de Buenos Aires, de Buenos Aires, María, no ven quién soy yo. María tango, María del arrabal, María noche, María pasión fatal, María del amor, de Buenos Aires soy yo. Yo soy María de Buenos Aires. Si en este barrio la gente pregunta quién soy, si el bandoneón me provoca, tiaratata, le muerdo fuerte la boca, tiaratata, con 10 espasmos en flor, que yo tengo en mi ser.
Some routines just seem to be more performance art even than sport. And this club exercise by Yeva Mikhelyan of Armenia certainly follows into that category. And you see on the screen behind you the score for Yana Zaykina with the ribbon. The body difficulty is unchanged. We've also got the score for Alice Rosenberg with the ball, and it's 23.6. So that, a huge improvement from her first exercise. It puts her into 7th place with the apparatus so far.
Representing Georgia with ribbon, let us welcome Miłosz Szewładze.
Next onto the floor with the ribbon, Mia Shevladze of Georgia. This is her only routine of the competition here. The 15-year-old, the 14-year-old, born in the United States, now representing Georgia.
Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words are really
14-year-old Mia Shlavadze of Georgia. At the Junior National Championships earlier this year, she won silver for this exercise. She is coached by the great Georgian Salome Pajava, and indeed you can see a bit of that style coming through. 21.1, meanwhile, is the score with the clubs for Yeva Mikhelian of Armenia. And so she is set to finish on this piece of apparatus, perhaps within the top 25 or so.
From Turkey, we call. Please welcome Ada Kaplan.
In her first routine with the ribbon, Ada Kaplan of Turkey showed us a gorgeous back scale pivot towards the beginning of the routine. Let's see what she has in store with the hoop.
Check 1, 2, 3.
वॉल्यूम थोड़ा बढ़ावा, हाथों का योग बनावम, बस ट्रिप करते जावम, बस ट्रिप करते जावम।
ओम जिमाम जिमाम बिंग बिंग बू, सस्तेन से तार चिपकती छाती से। ओम जिमाम जिमाम बिंग बिंग बू, सस्तेन से तार है ढीली। कौन कसे 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 कौन कसे।
रेड की बत्तियां बुझा के बस ट्रिप लैंड
Zimam zimam bing bing boo, kona kase, kona kase, kona kase, kona kase, bing bing boo.
It's a shame about the ending of that exercise. There will be a deduction for the missed risk, as well as her not having control of the apparatus at the end of the routine. But everything before that was really good, very entertaining rhythmic gymnastics by Ada Kaplan. We have a score for Mila Shavladze of Georgia, 22.2 with the ribbon. That a very fun piece of music by the Turkish gymnast Ada Kaplan. A song that I believe is called Bing Bing Boo. Time for the second routine by Lily Benko. We saw her all the way back in rotation 1 performing with the clubs. Now she takes to the carpet with the ball.
Mon histoire, c'est l'histoire qu'on connaît. Ceux qui s'aiment jouent la même, je le sais. Mais naïve ou bien profonde, c'est la seule chanson du monde qui ne finira jamais. Qui ne finira jamais. Jamais.
Oh, that's just lovely from Lily Benko of Switzerland. Set to Hélène Ségara's Histoire d'un amour, story of a love. And it gives her a great frame to put all of her classical ballet training to great use. Score for Ada Kaplan of Turkey, 22.5 with the hoop. Up next, representing San Marino, here for her second routine is Ludovica Vanoni. Thoroughly good entertainment by Ludovico Vanoni with the clubs. She has a very nice sequence of turning leaps, one of the highlights of this exercise. And the score for Lily Benko, 21.55 with the ball. The Swiss gymnasts were hoping to finish in the top 25 at this Junior European Championships. And I can tell you right now that Estonia currently sits in 8th place, Turkey in 10th, Switzerland in 11th, so 25th is well within reach. Back to the ribbon now and Sabina Shebelova of Czechia. That's a journey of an exercise with the ribbon. You seem to start in one place and move quite rapidly somewhere else. Roaring through that routine, Sabina Shbelova of Czechia. The score for Ludovika Vanoni with the club's 20.7. And I can also tell you that right now, Great Britain sits in 12th place in the standings, just behind Switzerland, which is currently 11th. Time now for the second performance of Ksenia Savinova. This one will come with the hoop. We saw her with the clubs 2 rotations ago. 23.75 was her score. Let's see what she's capable of with this apparatus.
Jala pravaha pavitastale kalivalam valambitam bhujangatunga malikah damat 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 damanninada vadamar vayam chakar chantatam davi jala pravaha pavitastale.
Once again, such an energetic performance by Ksenia Savinova. She does great things with front walkovers. She's so quick in her movements, and there was a body difficulty, I believe, that was a sort of switch leg front walkover where she trapped the hoop with her foot. Meanwhile, 21.4 is the score for Sabina Shbelova of Czechia with the ribbon. And that is Czechia's competition done. They currently are in 12th place. So they're between Switzerland and Great Britain. Switzerland currently holding on to 11th, Czechia moving into 12th, Great Britain in 13th position. In the team competition, leading the way right now, Bulgaria, Ukraine, Israel, Georgia, and Spain. Those are your top 5, but we are still waiting for the hoop score of Ksenia Savinova, the final competitor in this set C. Moving down the order right now, we find France in 6th place, followed by Romania, Estonia, Finland, and Turkey. And we still do have one score to come in with the hoop, but leading the way right now with the ball representing Georgia, Nida Jamagidze, who has had a fantastic opening to her European Championships. Jamagidze also the front runner with the clubs right now, and with the ribbon, it's Dea Emilova of Bulgaria. Third best hoop score of the day for Ksenia Savinova of Russia, 25.8. So it is likely that we will see that exercise again in the hoop final. And what that does is put the Russian Federation into 5th place in the team competition with 1 set of gymnasts remaining. Bulgaria retains the lead, followed by Ukraine, Israel. Strong performances giving it the provisional 3rd place, perhaps a bronze medal for Israel, but we will wait and see because there are still several nations to come. Georgia, very impressive in 4th place. And rounding out the top 5, Russia, Spain in 6th, France in 7th, Romania in 8th places. As we look down the order, we find the likes of Turkey, Switzerland, Czechia, Great Britain, Portugal, and Azerbaijan. Also in the top 25, the likes of Belgium, Moldova, and Armenia.